I have to admit, I was against hiring Scott at the beginning. But when we did, we made 100% of our investment back in just a 45-minute meeting with him. Let me tell you what happened. You see, at the time, I didn't think I needed any help. After all, people come to me for help. Why would I need a coach when I was the coach? I thought I was supposed to figure things out for myself and then tell others how to do it. But my business partner at Reinvented Moms, Billy, was very persistent. She kept saying that we could use some help. At that time, we hadn't reached 7 figures yet, and that was our goal. So I figured, why not give it a try? At that time, we started working with Scott on a 6-month program. And the investment was a significant amount for us. But we said, let's give it a try. What happened next blew my mind. We had our first meeting with Scott. It was a 45-minute meeting where he looked at our numbers, asked a few questions, and at the end of that meeting, he looked at us and he said, this is what you need to do. You see, that one piece of advice he gave us in that meeting didn't take us more than a month to implement. And in that first launch, following his advice, because when you invest a lot of money, you follow that advice to the letter. You want to make sure that if it's right, it's going to work. So just 1 month after that meeting, on our first launch, we made exactly the amount of money that we had invested in him. I thought that was magical. But here's what really blew my mind. What he told us to do wasn't something new. It wasn't something we didn't know about. We had heard about it before. We had considered it many times. The difference was that Scott was very clear that that was the right step to take at that time, that that was the best way to get closer to our goal with the circumstances that we had at the time. His certainty in that, his confidence, and the fact that we had all the tools to implement that was what made it possible for us. Everything after that 45-minute meeting was gravy for us. We got a chance to be in group calls. We got a chance to go to events with him. We got a chance to meet with him in person. And we got a chance to meet with him regularly too, to get some specific advice on small things that were important to us. Today, that piece of advice is roughly 10% of our sales every time we launch. So if you're in the business of helping others, if you're in the business of creating a community and helping them reach their goals, and you think you don't need advice, think twice. Because to me, Scott is like that person that's just a few steps ahead from you and that can give you that specific advice that's only helpful when it comes from someone that's been there before. So today, I'm very grateful to him and also to Billy for being so persistent when I was against it. I'm very glad we did this, and I hope you do the same. Thank you.